Have you ever been?
So Captain Hook himself, Tom Aspinall, has finally given us an update on his eye, and he kind of cooks, Cyril Gahn. He kind of cooks Dana White. He talks about he might need surgery on the eye. We're also going to look at the medical report he put out. So let's just get into it. Like the video. Let's go.
Welcome back. Seeing as no one's heard from you, the channel's crying out for what's been going on. What's been going on in your exciting life for the last 5 weeks?
Oh, mate, I've been having a lovely time just in and out of hospital, getting all kinds of different tests done on my eyes and speaking to specialists,
What? Wait, Tom is faking it. He's getting tests. He's just sitting at home with a fake eye. He's faking it, guys. He's literally faking it. You don't understand. Anyways.
Surgeons, speaking to doctors. Oh, it's been a fantastic time.
I've asked the community, the Team Aspinall community, to get the questions in, and we've got probably about 10 plus questions, a lot of the same questions, obviously, just seeing how you are and what's next. But first of all, of course, how is your eye?
Yeah, the eye, well, both eyes, but especially the right eye, still ongoing. We are going to stick.
You guys heard that pause there? He was thinking of a lie. That pause was him thinking of a lie about his eye. Like, oh yeah, oh shit, what am I gonna say to make up another story about my eye? Oh yeah, I'm kidding, by the way, guys. Obviously, I am sarcastically mocking the retards of the MMA community. I think Tom Aspinall has been lying this whole time about his eye. We'll even read some comments actually later, because there are people that are still accusing him of lying about the eye poke. There are even people that are saying he made up the medical report or something. I saw a comment that he apparently paid a doctor, guys. He paid a doctor to give him a medical report. What did they think this is? But we'll keep watching this video, obviously.
The diagnosis from the doctor on this video. It's also available on Instagram if you want to check it out. Look.
What? I didn't catch that.
There'll be haters out there.
We'll read that afterwards, and then we'll read comments alongside it. But he did put out the diagnosis of his eye, and yeah, we'll read it later.
Disagreeing with it or whatever. All the eye experts out there, I'm sure, will have their own opinion, but this is what's going on.
What did you feel when you first got eye poked?
Well, I actually got eye poked twice in the fight. First one wasn't too bad. He got warned for it. The second one, obviously, Cyril Gahn tried to make my head a bowling ball with the double eye poke, knuckle deep in both. So yeah, wouldn't recommend it at all.
How did you feel the fight was going before the eye poke?
I felt like the fight was going...
I was fucking losing, lad. I was fucking losing. That's what people were claiming, was that he was getting absolutely dominated for the 4 minutes that round and that fight lasted, when in reality they were pretty even on numbers. But I've said this ad nauseum, so let's just keep going.
Okay, it was going pretty much to plan. I think that, look, there was this big notion in the media before that I'm just going to run through Cyril Gahn. Look, I might look like an idiot. Sometimes I might even talk like an idiot, but when it comes to fighting, I know what I'm talking about, and I know that Cyril Gahn is a tough matchup for me.
And to his credit, Tom Aspinall, and I'm sorry for pausing it so much. If you want to watch the full thing, it's on his channel, but obviously you're here for my reaction. To his credit, Tom Aspinall was not one of these guys that said, I'm going to fucking destroy him in a round. He was saying, no, Cyril Gahn is a very tough matchup, and, the narrative that this is going to be easy work for me is stupid. He was saying that himself. So, obviously, Tom Aspinall, like he just said, he was giving Cyril Gahn credit. He wasn't discrediting him or anything like that, despite what people might make you think. People would have you think that Tom Aspinall was, trashing Cyril Gahn, saying he's going to destroy him in a round, bend him over. And no, he was, pretty respectful.
Really good defensively. I knew that if we want to break the fight down a little bit, Cyril's got really good defense. He moves really, really well on his feet. I thought it was going to be a 5-round fight. Go and look at my pre-fight stuff. I knew this was going to be a long and tough fight. I think that every fight I go into, and I really respect my opponent, especially Cyril. I think there's this notion with the media and maybe the fans that Cyril's not very good, which is just complete bullshit. I think that he's really, really good. He's super talented.
Told you guys. Even Tom is bringing the receipts. I told you guys. He was very respectful towards Cyril Gahn. He was glazing him borderline, right? Which makes sense. You don't want to say, oh, Cyril Gahn is trash, because then if you beat him, it's oh, you beat a trash fighter. It's like when Islam Makhachev fans say, oh, JDM is trash. Wait, so you're an Islam Makhachev fan who's glazing him for beating JDM, but JDM is also trash? That's one of the most annoying things I've heard all year. But anyways.
He's been at the top of the division for a number of years, which is not easy to do. He's been an interim champion himself. He's obviously had 2 title shots for the undisputed title as well. So I think the guy's really good. I've took him extremely seriously. The fact that people expect it to be an easy fight, I don't read into that at all. I think it's...
You know what? We were kind of retarded for thinking it was going to be easy. I guess you're right.
Prepared for a really hard fight.
Okay, so here he's going to shit on Ciryl a little bit. I'm actually like excited to see this, right? So he's going to crap on Ciryl, and let's just play it.
Did you think he did it on purpose?
So, I think that when it initially happened, I didn't really think much of it. I thought, accidental eye poke, whatever. Look, when I watched the fight back, that's when I really got the gist of what's going on. The guy was trying to poke my eyes out all the way through that round. Multiple exchanges, nearly every exchange that I could put him in danger. He had his fingers out pointing towards my eyes. Have a look at this clip and let me know what you think, if you agree, because...
Okay, I think he's going to play some UFC footage. If he could play, I'll let it play. But Tom, don't get me in trouble here, bud.
It's hard to disagree when you've got footage like this. The guy was cheating from the first second, and the way that he wanted to win that fight was to have me compromised by cheating.
We found...
And it's kind of crazy that, like, Tom is just straight up saying this, right? Like, this is not necessarily in character for Tom Aspinall. I guess this is the rise of Bully Aspinall. We have... Ciryl has awoken Bully Aspinall, so like I wouldn't be shocked if he starts talking about Jones's wife. Nay, you fucking beat your wife, lad, and that's a terrible accent, but you get my point. Legitimately, this is not really something I expected, but Tom Aspinall pretty much says Ciryl is a dirty fighter, he's a dirty cheat, and I have said this as well. I rank Ciryl. I actually did like a tier list of ranking the dirtiest fighters in the UFC. Go check it out. Cheap plug, I know, but I actually ranked him like as high as Jones. Like, I think he is one of the dirtiest fighters we've seen, maybe ever, dare I say. Like, he is a pretty... when you foul in every single fight of your career, you're just simply a dirty fighter. Back of the head shots, eye pokes here, nut shot. He fucking fouled John Jones, right? He fouled John Jones. Now, sadly, he didn't poke John Jones's eye out. It was a nut shot, but that didn't really hurt that much. We know how big John Jones's balls are. They're not that big, spoiler alert. But anyway, wait, how would I know that? Wait, that's pretty gay. Anyways, let's play this little compilation, I guess Tom sort of compiled, of Ciryl cheating
a video of
cheating
basically
moments
from that first round with Gann's sort of finger pokes. Just want you to watch it.
Okay, wait, first he's going to talk to
see,
good old Andy Aspinall. Let's go with that. Damn. Even you could see here, 3, 4, a few different
3,
little fouls.
4, 5.
Damn, even I haven't rewatched the fight. Even I didn't notice those like other little moments. He does do that all the time. He kind of separates with his hand out, with his fingers out. It's really fucking annoying, bro. It really is. I hate seeing it. I really hate seeing it. I get it. That's the Muay Thai. I hate seeing it so much, bro. I hate that. Like, you're already warned about the eye pokes. And again, I understand. I've spoken about this Tom Aspinall thing. Everyone has given their opinion on it. But he did provide an update, so it's worth talking about again. Like, everybody is warned about eye pokes in the back. They're warned about fouls in the back already. The fact that you can go into the octagon and then like do that like 5 or 6 times, right? The handout thing, you know, putting the hand in the finger in the eyes, the hand in the face, whatever the fuck that strategy is called. And then you get warned for it once, and then you do it again, and then it's just, the fight is over. Like, I think there should be some sort of thing where, like, he loses his purse or something. We need to, like, really, like, we need to just make it clear, like, you cannot foul in this organization. But Dana White himself said, who gives a shit? So, like, he doesn't even give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. If the owner of if the boss of the UFC, if the CEO, whatever the fuck he is, that bald freak, if the promoter of the UFC doesn't give a fuck, why would the officials give a fuck? Why should the fans give a fuck? But we do. We do give a fuck. That's why there's even any sort of noise, because the fighters don't even give a fuck. There's barely any fighters defending Aspinall. It's really the fans. It's really us. We are defending Tom Aspinall. We're keeping him afloat right now. His own freaking coworkers are shitting on him, the other fighters. His own boss shitted on him. Oh, he didn't want to continue. Who gives a fuck? This and that. Like, come on, man. John Jones is shitting on him, right?
Have you just seen there?
I've just seen that every time his hand comes out, it does this. And it's wrong.
Have you heard from Cyril Gane at all, or any contact or anything post-fight?
Nope.
Nice guy.
And your thoughts on
It's
it?
kind of a little bit messed up. Cyril Gane not really not sending some nice messages to old Big Tom.
At the moment?
My thoughts on him, I think he's a big cheater. I think that, look at all his fights.
One, cage grab, back of the headshot, 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 back of the headshot again.
Like, what are you
eye
seeing
poke.
when you try to open your eye?
I can hardly open my eye.
Please don't get me freaking copyrighted, Tom Aspinall, you piece of crap. It is what it is, though. It is what it is, but you guys saw that compilation. I didn't even know he ever grabbed the cage before. You could add that onto the list of fouls. I didn't even know he grabbed the cage. But you got cage grabs. You got back of the head shots. He loves the back of the head shots, I think, the most. You got nut shots. He kicked John Jones in the nuts. You didn't see that in this compilation, but I'm sure it might come up. You know, the eye pokes, obviously. He is just an objectively dirty fighter. He just is, bro. He just is. And finally, one of his fights got called off because of his dirty tactics. So yes, I'm going to say Cyril Gane purposefully fouled him. Because the whole thing of, oh, the intent. Well, did he intend to? It doesn't matter. If he's done it every fight, then why are we bringing the whole intent argument into it? Oh, intent. But he didn't intend for it. He didn't intend to foul him. Of course you're not going to make it obvious you want to foul somebody. It's so stupid. That whole thing of like, oh, the intent of it. He fouls every fight. He cheats every fight. He's obviously intentionally doing it. If it's happened once, if it's happened twice, if it's happened even 3 times, it's okay. But when it happens every single fight, yeah, it's intentional. Just like John Jones, he also intentionally does it. He admitted that he intentionally does it.
I do poke people in the eyes, and it's very illegal.
Okay, so here he's going to react to Dana White basically trashing him, which we all saw the famous clip. He's going to play it here.
I mean, he had Tom bloodied up, and, Tom didn't want to continue in the fight, so who gives a
What do you think about...
Man, who gives a I'm sorry, bro. Like, I am sorry, but, like, Dana White is just awful, bro. He's just, like... Just seeing that clip just rage baited me. I'm sorry, but it's like, I don't understand how there's like Dana White like apologists. They're like, no, dude, without Dana, the UFC just wouldn't be as good. Yes, it would, bro. It would be better. It really would be better. I promise you. Whether it was Hunter Campbell or fucking like Eddie Hearn or fucking Turkey Al-Sheikh would probably run it better than Dana White. He's awful. He's awful, bro. Yes, it gives me things to talk about and things to rant about, but at the end of the day, like, I just want a better promotion. I don't want a half-ass, lazy, fat, bald slob to go on his shitty Instagram live and announce fights, and then when things actually happen, bad things happen, like people getting eye poked, like people getting fouled, like robbery decisions, his answer is, who gives a shit? It's not up to me. What do you want me to do about it? Like, you're the fucking boss of the promotion. What do you mean who gives a shit? What are you shrugging your shoulders for? You're the boss. If you don't want to be in this position, get the fuck out. Bye. We don't want you here no more. You're washed. You're a bum. We don't want you running the UFC. We don't want a half-ass fucking boss anymore running this promotion. You used to be good. You used to be passionate. You used to know what you were talking about. You used to have freaking good opinions and used to shit on fighters, rightfully shit on fighters. It's like, you used to call out boring decisions, boring fights. I think even like, I think it was Guru that said this, like, dude, Dana White like 10 years ago would have completely shitted on Islam Makhachev's fight with JDM and Khamzat's fight with DDP. Completely shitted all over. He would have. If it was Tyron Woodley, if it was somebody else, I don't know. He would have crapped all over GSP even. He hated GSP. We know that now. He still calls Kamaru Usman the greatest welterweight ever. So great that he lost to Leon Edwards twice. So great, guys. Lost to Khamzat as well. Probably. Oh, he beat Buckley, though. So that puts him right back in the conversation. It's so annoying, bro. It's honestly, he's the worst boss a human being could ask for. He is awful. He underpays his fighters. He's bald. And like that's really it. Honestly, I'm sick of Dana White. I am. It's just he's awful, but it is what it is. Let's keep going, man. Little Dana White rant for you guys, I guess.
Dana White saying Tom didn't continue, and then also, who gives a shit to eye pokes?
Well, listen, I didn't continue. I'll tell you why I didn't continue. Because I'm not a f***ing dummy. Like, I'm not going to go out there and fight one of the best strikers in the world.
It's true though. Like again, like it's just like Tom didn't want to continue. Like, well, you would not have that language if it was John Jones. You would say, "Oh, John Jones, he got poked in the eye real bad. I just saw him in medical. It looked bad. Yeah, he's right. He went right to the hospital. You know, we'll try to. You know what I mean? He would be a lot more like. But for some reason, he has this weird hatred for Tom Aspinall. Why do you hate Tom Aspinall, Dana? Is it because he exposed your boy John Jones for being a fucking duck? Like, honestly, it's not his fault that John Jones didn't want to fight him. Well, like, what the fuck? He stepped up on, like, a week's notice to fight Sergey Pavlovich. John Jones would never do that, ever in his lifetime. Ever fight Sergey Pavlovich on short notice. Ever. On a week's notice, a month's notice. He would never do that. And Tom did. And he KO'd him in a round. Funny enough, that was the fight that John Jones pulled out of. He was supposed to fight Stipe Miocic. He pulled out on about 2 weeks' notice. Tom stepped up, fought Pavlovich for the interim title. That's when this whole thing started. Then, instead of having John fight the interim champion, they just decided to rebook John versus Stipe. Then after that, John played with his balls for like a year and then just relinquished the belt after just doing nothing but sitting on his ass, having sex with gay men in Thailand. And now he's finger blasting Kadyrov in fucking Chechnya. Honestly, you can't name a more insufferable fighter. And Dana White continuously glazes that guy. Continuously. A guy that has fucked up so many events. So many events. Pot for steroids here, pot for steroids there. They had to change the venue for this one because his testosterone levels were too high. And the commission didn't want to... That was the second Gustafsson fight, I believe. I think his test levels were too high. So the commission said, no, we're not hosting a fight where a guy's test levels are this high. So they changed an entire venue. They changed it to a whole different state just to please one guy. You can't make this up. Didn't want to fight Chael Sonnen on short notice. Didn't want to fight Ngannou. Took 3 years to move up to heavyweight. And his last few fights at light heavyweight were fucking boring. Oh, well, I guess the Reyes fight was fun because he was getting his ass beat. Because Jones was getting his ass beat. But it was a robbery anyways. Then before that, Anthony Smith and the Thiago Santos fights. Those were bangers. No, they weren't. OSP, that was a banger. No, it wasn't. Shitty fighter, shitty fights, controversy, constantly gets in controversies, but they still glaze him. So what dirt does he have on Dana White? What dirt does he have on him? Did they have sex with a man together? Did he catch Dana White in the act with a stripper? Like, what dirt does he have on Dana White to where Dana White will shit on other people just to maintain the name of John Jones? I'll shit on Tom Aspinall just to maintain the name of John Jones. It makes me look bad. It makes me look awful, but I have to do it just to maintain the sanctity of the name John Jones. Shit, man. It pisses me off. I didn't expect this to turn into a Dana White rant, but it is what it is. I ain't done a video in a while, so I'm letting it all out now.
With double vision.
With any eye. Look, I know, as an MMA fighter, look, things are going to happen in the fight.
It's just like, yeah, like, did you guys all expect Tom Aspinall to continue fighting with one eye? Who does that benefit? Who does that, like, honestly, who is that good for? Is that good for him? Does he benefit from fighting with one eye? You know, is that good for who? Or the UFC? Yeah, if Tom Aspinall fought with one eye against Cyril Gane and probably got slept or TKO'd the very next round, then even though the controversy would be, but he only had one eye, nobody would care after a year. The UFC wouldn't care after a year. Dana wouldn't care after a year. At first, he might be like, there's a bit of controversy. We might have to do a rematch. But then eventually, he'll just say, Cyril Gane TKO'd Tom Aspinall. And it'll just be right back to normal. The fans won't care. The fans already don't care. The fans still shit on him. after this video, after the medical report, it's still, oh, he's lying, he's making it up. To what benefit? To what benefit is he making up a lie that his eye is still compromised or that he couldn't see in the octagon? He couldn't. It is what it is. Accept it. You're wrong. That's it. If this was even John Jones, I would be defending him the same way, to be honest with you. Okay, no, I wouldn't. That's too far. But if it was like Islam Makhachev, I would. But it's just like, I don't know. I guess he was supposed to fight with one eye like a retard, because that's what retards would do, and then they would just lose the fight right after. You know, nobody who fights with one eye or after, nobody who fights after getting badly fouled wins the fight. It like rarely happens. Rarely. Like 5% of fighters who fight after getting fouled win. It's so rare. And he would have been within that 5%. Oh no, well 95. Wait, no, cuz 95. Anyways, let's just keep going. And so we'll keep playing here, but I believe he shows a little bit of new footage that we haven't seen, and also he talks about the fact that he may need surgery.
When do you think you can start training again?
Look, it's not up to me. It's up to the doctors.
So yeah, I don't think
minute.
we've seen this, right? I don't think this doesn't look like something we've seen. So Tom Aspinall's at the doctor looking at some, I don't know what he's looking at. Some like little like chart board thing. But guys, this is AI. This is a forged video. This whole thing is just a long skit of him trying to make it seem like he's really injured. Just so silly, bro. Like, he's literally at the hospital. What does he benefit? What does he benefit from like prolonging this whole saga? I don't understand people's like their mindset when it comes to Tom, other than it's just retarded John Jones fans.
I ain't allowed to do nothing, so I'm just following advice at the moment.
What's next?
What's next for me right now is there's talk of surgery on the ice. We've got to see how it goes over the next few weeks. Obviously, that's down to
No, but more new footage, by the way. This is new footage again. You can see good old Andy Aspinall in the background. Shout out Big And. But no, guys, this is fake. So 2 pieces of new footage. And by the way, these are different days, obviously, because he's wearing different clothes. So obviously he's had multiple visits, but it's fake. It's fake, guys. Like, the doctor in the octagon said he was okay to continue. Now he might need surgery on the eye. That's awesome. So everybody that shitted on Tom Aspinall, said he was lying, said he was faking it, said he was over-exaggerating. Now the guy's going to probably need surgery on his eye. Awesome. Awesome. Honestly, just amazing. So that's cool.
the specialists.
He should have continued, guys, and just went blind for our entertainment of like, oh man.
I'm not in the gym training at the moment. I'm not doing anything MMA wise at the moment. I'm just following the doctor's orders right now and seeing what happens with the health.
And obviously you've been a massive...
I think this is it. I think that's pretty much it. He doesn't really go into anything else, I believe, but we'll look at this, right? So he did put out the medical reports. He actually did put this out recently. By recently, I mean today at the time of this recording. It says, Ari, Mr. Thomas Paul Aspinall, his address. Why did he black out his address, man? I'm trying to, no, I'm kidding. But date, 24th November, 2025. Mr. Aspinall sustained significant bilateral ocular trauma during a professional sporting event in late October of 2025. Immediate visual disturbance resulting in the fight being stopped. Okay. These are big words. All right, get ready. Advanced imaging, CT and MRI confirmed orbital soft tissue trauma. Orthopedic evaluations demonstrated impaired binocular coordination and restricted ocular motility. Okay, this is bilateral traumatic Brown syndrome. Okay, so like Cyril Gahn's like brownish, just like, don't we all got Brown syndrome every once in a while? Indicating disruption of the, I think Canada has a big case of Brown syndrome right now. Or the UK, it depends on, indicating disruption of the superior oblique tendon, blah, blah, blah. The point is, he's got a lot of fucked up shit going on with his eyes, man. So, John Jones, go fuck yourself. All the fans that are shitting on Big Tom, go fuck yourself. Dana White, go fuck yourself. You guys are all fucking gay. Anyways, let's read some comments, because they're still shitting on this guy. Literally, the first comment, bro wrote this in his notes app, lol, we not falling for it. Comments are wild. MMA fan base being... Oh, actually, you know what? These are good comments. Wait, hold on. Maybe I'm stupid. I thought it was going to be like shit comments. Okay. The Jones Glazers are in tears of rage. Okay. Well, actually, no. It's good comments. Wait, hold on. I used to get fake doctor's notes to skip school. Not impressed me. Okay, that's one bad comment. Bro took a whole month to drop this. Meanwhile, Waldo fought 2 times during the stretch. Good for him. Different eye pokes, different circumstances. Like, what the fuck? It's a whole. Oh my god. These people, like, you guys have to understand. You live in the same world as these people. These people walk amongst. I can't even fucking speak. These people walk amongst you. These people are around your children. These people are around your grandmas and your moms and your dads and your pets and your dogs and your cats and your fishes and your friends and your sons and your daughters. These people are real people walking around this earth. Be very vigilant. Be very careful. Because these are the kind of retards that blow up buildings. These are the kind of retards that will rob you just for a fucking cell phone or for a few bucks in your wallet. These are the kind of retards that would probably be caught with like their kids or something in their bed doing some nefarious things. These are the kind of guys that would just commit heinous acts because that's how stupid they are. These guys are retarded. These are the kinds of people that you bump into in traffic. And like you're making a left and then they're like for some reason not using their turn signal and they're making a right and they crash into you and then they'll crash out on you and blame you. These are the kinds of people you got to look out for. These are the kinds of people that get arrested, and then they blame the police. These are the kinds of people, man. And I'm not, by the way, I'm not making it like a race thing, by the way. Hopefully you guys don't think that's what I'm just saying people in general, by the way. I'm not saying like, I'm not talking about black people or anything. I hope like people didn't think that. I'm talking about people in general, okay? But like seriously, it's crazy. It's crazy. Bro took a whole month to drop this. Well, you know what's funny? This guy, let's click his profile actually. Wait a minute. Wait, this guy is actually black. Wait. Oh shit. Well, his profile picture is a black Lego, but I'm assuming that's a representation of him, fucking blockhead. But anyways, that's actually funny. I wasn't talking about black people, but it's like, this guy says, mind you, a 40-year-old Verdum got his eyes pushed all the way back in his brain, didn't bitch one bit about it, and then continued to fight his opponent. Yeah, he had a great career, man. Yeah, Fabricio Verdum had a great career after. Oh, he had such a... Man, legitimately retards, bro. These are the kinds of guys that, honestly, bro, these are the kinds of guys that will, like, get you killed in, like, a traffic incident or something. Like, you're going to get slimed out by, like, this guy randomly. It's just crazy, bro. Assuming this is true, basically confirms it wasn't the eye poke. Surgon punched his eyes crooked. People trashing on him for taking illegal hits. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more people like praising him, but there's a few dumb comments as well. This guy says like, zip it. Bro needs to hire a PR team to tell him to shut the fuck up until his next fight because it's just going to make him look even worse. Why? Why is this going to make him look even worse? Tres comas, you freaking make us Spanish people look bad, you retard. Why would this make him look worse? Yeah, if you're a retard, if you're almost said a fucking, ooh, I can't say that word. I almost said a word that you would call John Jones if you were allowed to on YouTube, but you can't. If you know, you know. Not the N word, but maggot. Let's just say maggot, right? If you're a dumb maggot like this guy, yeah, of course you would say something like, oh, he needs to shut up. Tom needs to be quiet and just hire a PR team. No, he's telling us what it is. But if you're one of the people that don't want to hear the truth, like a lot of people in this world, then of course you're going to be salty. Tom just needs to be quiet and just wait till his next fight. He needs to just be quiet. Why? Because he's showing you guys a medical report of what the reality of the situation is. But no, to please you, he should be quiet. To please you, he should just be quiet. Just wait till his next fight. If he ever fights again, by the way, because he's showing you and he's telling you he might need surgery on his eye. God forbid it goes bad. Maybe he might need a surgery again, or maybe he can't fight ever again. He's not training right now. So his next fight might not be for a long time, if ever. So of course he's going to come out and say this. He can't fight. What do you like? Let's end on there, man. Let's just end on there. You saw the medical report. We reacted to the video. We've been here for a while. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I think this was a pretty good video because I got fucking heated at times. For some reason, this fucking shirt keeps like drooping down here. You guys don't want to see my fucking collarbone, or I think it's like my trap, right? Make sure you guys like, comment, share, sub, become a member down below. Let me know your thoughts on this whole Tom Aspinall update thing. I know we've spoken about this topic ad nauseum, but he did provide an update. I'm spinning all over the place, so I'm going to get out of here. See you guys. Peace.